I'm back.
We got someone back!
I can't see myself in the little thing.
And it's upside down because the
that's
camera's
fine.
broken.
Yeah.
We, for a Patreon request from Magic Steve, you know who you are.
Well, he does, because you just named him.
Yes.
Wool.
And if you're involved in the Zsa Zsa Turner review at Con Bravo, you know who he is. He requested that I watch Braindead, which, much to my wonder and amazement, both my wife and Robin over there had never seen.
Nope.
I've got things to do. I can't just sit around watching horror movies my life.
So I got the excuse to show them Braindead.
It was Braindead.
It was just funny. It was very 80s,
It was made in 1993.
It was?
Yes.
Maybe it's because it's New Zealand, like the film quality was all like...
Yeah, they are a very backwards nation.
Yeah.
Except they're less backwards than Australia.
Oh, my
Racist.
one New Zealand fan is going to swim to Northern Ireland and try to hunt you two down.
Oh, no, Northern Ireland. Don't get me started in Northern Ireland. Our government got so bored arguing whether terrorists still exist in this country that they all quit.
They rage quit the government. This actually happened this week. Like, yeah. So New Zealand, we have about as many sheep as you do. Don't worry, it's cool. We'll go to the pub. There's only 2 people in New Zealand anyway. 3 people.
No, there's 6 and 3 of them are Peter Jackson.
No, there's Peter Jackson, Lucy Lawless, and Suede.
What about the Hobbits?
No, they went to Isengard. They went to Isengard.
There's 3 other people in the room who saw the film and they may or may not speak, including Crown Prince Vladislav somewhere and 2 other people, one of which has Minion before.
And Sarah.
Okay, so there's another one.
Well, I thought you were outside.
I haven't Minion before.
Yeah. But, okay.
Your stunt double has.
In America, Braindead is known as Dead Alive because it is a name of shame because they cut over 5 minutes out of the film. For shame, America.
I don't know what you would cut out of that.
And they're all like Americans, like, he's in Dead Alive, it's really, really violent. Ooh, eagles and stars and stripes and stuff. Ooh. Or like,
What are you talking about?
Dead Alive.
I don't even know. I'd seen Meet the Feebles many years ago, so it's not like I'm shocked that Peter Jackson did, I laughed. Okay, here's a story about why we saw Meet the Feebles. It was New Year's Day, the year 2000, and me and a whole bunch of my friends had been in the city watching the fireworks over Penn's Landing and the world not end at the changing of the millennium. So then we all fell asleep in my friend's basement, and in the next day, so my friend, we didn't drink yet because we weren't old enough. My friend was like, so, what do you guys want to watch? And all the girls were like, oh, here's a copy of Dirty Dancing. And we were like, They're like, please, let's put on Dirty Dancing. And we were like, So we had to watch Dirty Dancing. And then, so the one guy was bitching about it a lot. And my friend...
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. No, like, it was so bad. So then my friend turned to this guy who'd been bitching. She's like, well, do you have a movie that you want to watch? She's like, yeah. We want to watch Meet the Feebles. And this guy's like, yeah, let's watch Meet the Feebles. And I had never seen it before. And I'm like, Mom, sounds good to me. And the other girl's like, oh, it looks like Jim Henson movie, okay. That was like, the phrase nasal sex came up more than once. And this was magical. This was golden. I had never seen anything like this before. And it royally pissed off all the girls that made us sit through Dirty Dancing. And that's my story about Meet the Feebles.
That is the most epic story this side of the Ramayana.
No, it's not really.
I have a story about when I watched Meet the Feebles. She showed me a clip and then I watched it.
I have a story about how I watched Meet the Feebles. I bought a copy of it and I bought it and I watched it.
You bought a copy and then you bought it?
Well, I actually own 2 copies of it, so that's technically true.
Oh my god.
My Meet the Feebles story is the best out of the 2 of you guys. I mean, I'm telling you.
But I own a German copy because, that just makes the whole Scheiser porn bit even worse.
Mm. But
German
yeah, so
dub track.
be professional. Magic Steve paid for this.
So, I just want to cut in because I've got a thing in my head and if I don't spit it out through the hole in my face, it will be forgotten. What do they call him? Leonard?
Lionel.
Lionel, the kitchen floor character, had the problem of his mother was a zombie and she wouldn't stay buried. Now, for about 80 quid, Lionel could have went out and bought 2 4-foot gas canisters, cut the bottom out of one and the top out of the other, put his mother, slid her into the canister, put the other canister on top and welded them shut. And I don't care how much of a zombie you are, you're never getting out of a gas canister.
Maybe they can't weld in New Zealand, though.
Maybe they don't have any quid in New Zealand.
We had lots of money.
It was the 50s.
It's
in
not
New
doll.
Zealand.
It's not pound
No,
sterling.
because he's like,
He
I
spent it
dropped
all
a
with the
shilling.
Nazi. You know, because Nazis are expensive.
Yeah, he had
But he
70
spent-
shillings of quid.
He could have solved this entire problem with the same money he spent on that door to the basement.
70 shillings of quid.
He had 70 shillings of quid and he gave it all
He
to
spent
the
all of
Nazis.
his money hiring a guy who could play a priest who could do kung fu.
No,
That
that's
brings
one
us
guy.
pretty
He's a second edition character with 1 level in cleric and 9 levels in monk.
Yes.
But he went to the wrong deity.
And he looked just like Father Ted, which makes it so much better.
Father Ted, crossover Campbell.
Yeah, this is how I view. This is how. Because what do you call the guy who played Father Ted?
I forget.
Internet will berate us for
Somebody
that.
Kelly.
Something. This is how I imagine he died. He finished filming Father Ted season 3. He went to bed one night, and then zombies happened outside. And he kung fu'd the shit out of them, and then accidentally died.
Suddenly no one could go to Craggy Island anymore.
Isn't it just the Iron Islands?
Isn't it like off the coast of Galway? Because when we went
Yeah.
to Galway, you talked
Yeah.
about
Yeah, the
Yes.
Iron Islands. I think that's what it's meant to be.
There's also the island's only Jamaican restaurant in Galway. At least we hope it hasn't closed. So if you're in Galway, you should go there. They have goat. You like goat? It was good.
Then you have to go to Galway.
Galway's really nice, actually.
Yeah.
It's got a really good
Like
food
once you
scene.
actually go to the hassle
Yeah,
of
but I
getting
tried
there.
to listen to the people in Galway. They speak too fast.
Fair
They're
enough.
totally different in the south, but so yeah, Braindead.
Okay, well,
I tried
Braindead.
to listen to
There
somebody
was
from
not
Larne
one-
once.
There was not
Good.
one sheep.
Yeah, I didn't
I
see
don't.
any sheep
I don't
at all.
believe that this was filmed in New Zealand. There was not one single sheep.
There was the Paths of the Dead, though. So went to Middle Earth.
Yeah.
It also does look like it's the same place from Frighteners.
Yeah, for same town. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Jackson likes to reuse the same places.
There's some.
And if you notice, they got the monkey from Skull Island, so that's the same location as King Kong. Official crossover.
So would you
Peter
say
Jackson's
that was-
King Kong so shit?
I love the backstory to these fucking.
Well, maybe if it wasn't 4 hours long.
Oh fuck me! I forgot that film's 4 hours long.
The backstory to this monkey
Yeah.
is there were some slave ships with big rats on it, and
I
those
don't know
rats
what-
raped some monkeys.
Why were the slave
We were
ships
in
going to
Yuri
Sumatra?
Cinema, which is fantastic. 'cause
Maybe
you
there
see
was a
people
base
around
there and they
with
were
the
stopping to
monkey,
refuel.
just walking in
Okay,
and out,
maybe.
and stops you.
Why
I
would
mean-
slave ships be fueling?
No, I meant
That's what they
like
call gruel.
no, I meant like
Well,
supplies
they
and
were-
things. Like they
they were
needed
so
fresh
bored.
water and
So we
limes and
Probably
lemons,
went
so
out
they didn't
and
get the
Gordon
scurvy.
came in.
fucking regret it.
Shut up! I have a really bad sinus infection, so I'm just kind of on the edge of what. And I've
She's
just
on
worked
the
30
edge.
hours in a row, so.
Okay.
So, Magic Steve, you know how much I care about
The
you.
last time I checked, this film was the bloodiest film in film history. It has the record for the most fake blood used in any film.
Hot Shots Part 2 would like to agree with you there, or disagree with you.
Why?
It says it's the most bloodiest movie ever on screen.
No, that's for deaths. And actually, that was beaten very, very quickly.
Alright, well,
Why
while
was
you
your heart
guys,
so part twat?
while you guys review, I will
Very,
Google it.
very close. Actually, for a short period of time, the goriest film in deaths
Bless you. Bless you.
I'm doing the cat.
was
This?
was Troma's War.
Oh yes, Tropes.
Do you know what? I still don't think it's beaten Star Wars whenever they blew up Ultron.
It's not deaths on screen. though.
They're all on screen. We watched.
I'm a
the
Death Star, man. Jesus Christ.
I'm-
I see a movie.
And in Troma's War on the DVD, you can even watch the DVD, and they have a special feature which is just the deaths with a counter going up.
Well,
They don't have- they don't have that
showbiz.com
much,
is the,
No,
is
there's a
the,
sequence
is the
where it happens
first
in
the
here.
Yeah, so it's just like death, death, death,
I
death,
don't
death.
want you on me, please.
But the
As of
Here we get some
2013, it doesn't say. The 5 top. Oh, you have to
that's
click on
just
the
an
article.
opinion thing.
Oh.
The okay, basically you got this.
Who cares about opinion? Backseat critique.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Basically, okay, in very quick, this film was fucking awesome.
Ugh.
No, it wasn't.
It was brilliant. Shut up, whore.
Hey,
Hey, that's my name.
don't use things.
I'm
as
whore. She's lady of experience.
Yeah!
That's right. Best comment in the film.
People on Tumblr will get angry at us.
She's
Are you
experienced.
not
don't
the
get that
person
line. It's
who yells at
lady of
me for
experience
using
vibes.
gendered insults when I'm in traffic? Even though I'm not saying that the person in front of me actually writes prostitute on their tax forms. I'm just saying they're a whore because they tried to cut it in front of me. And you're like, don't use gendered insults. And I'm like, well, I don't know what gender they were, but they tried to cut in front of me.
No,
so they're a whore.
guys are man whores. Just like they don't get the flu, they get the man flu.
Yeah, it's completely different.
And they use their man Kleenex.
Wait, no,
I
no,
saw man Kleenex.
no, guys
at
get
the-
no, the
Guys,
guys get
I saw
too
man Kleenex at the pound shop. It's a thing.
Kleenex man size.
If we
Oh,
keep tangenting
your gender
long
is
enough, we'll
just
go
really
around
not
back to the
secure.
film
The
eventually.
internet can't agree because I'm getting so many different figures of how much fake blood.
Don't
Braindead
ask
actually-
the internet questions.
How can you be an opinion of a quantitative?
No, because there's like this one says, oh, they use 300 liters. Oh, they use 50,000 gallons, and I'm like, each Google result says a different number, so I just take it.
The converter is 50,000 gallons, 50 milliliters. I don't know.
they use 12 cubed furlongs.
3 hectares, 3 whole hectares worth of blood.
That's not a unit of volume.
Yes,
That's a
it
length.
is.
No, it's an area.
That's how much they used.
At what thickness?
They were.
Okay, basically, this guy has a really domineering mother who is crazy, and she gets turned into a zombie via rat monkey of Sumatra, which is the hellish spawn of raped monkeys. You know, were raped by rats, and then
That's easy.
other zombies happen, including like the
Challenge.
kung fu priest and the nurse who have zombie sex with a zombie baby.
They managed to quarantine patient 0 for a surprisingly long time.
Yeah, I thought when the guy with the pus in his thing, I thought he was gonna go off and become a zombie because he got.
I forgot he existed.
The custard pus eater.
Apparently eating zombies is fine because he got that and then some of the stuff got on Peter Jackson's sandwich and he's just like, I'm Peter Jackson, therefore I have plot immunity.
Yeah, kitchen floor guy, like, got covered in blood from head to toe on multiple occasions, but apparently the infection only spreads through the teeth.
He kissed his woman, and she had
His
blood on
woman.
her.
Mhm.
Her what was it, Batista? Yes.
Paquita!
That's it, yeah.
That's like 2
We're all
letters
gonna
away
get
from
arrested
a,
now
from a
by
type of
Cubans.
Mexican food.
Cuban
Oh, no.
special forces are going to come into the window. What do you see?
Che
I wish we
Guevara's
had
zombies
Mexican
going to come and carry us.
That's a movie. That's a movie right
This
there.
is so professional right now. I'm just saying.
This is.
We're just so happy to have Robin here again.
I'm here again,
Yeah, down for this one day and then heading off immediately.
and I've already watched 4 films.
You only watched 4, you wuss.
I was working all day. I don't
Basically,
know.
Vladislav is over, and I decided you should watch like 18-rated films. So I've showed this is like the 5th film of the day.
With parental acknowledgement. It's not like
Probably.
you're corrupting minors.
Yes, we all got parental.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't
My
know about
parents
you,
were
because
I adopted Neil and let him watch Braindead.
To be fair, I needed it.
Okay, so the zombies run amok. They're actually contained until
Pretty well contained, actually.
until the asshole uncle, who's basically imagine like a fat New Zealand 1950s Teddy Boy version of Hudson from Aliens.
or Texas from The Simpsons.
Yeah, it's sort of he's like his entire job is to go in there and to be unpleasant in every level possible.
And he is.
Or the one-eyed Bible salesman from A Brother Where Art Thou.
It looks a bit like that too.
What's a one-eyed Bible?
No, he's a
No.
Bible salesman who has one eye because he's representing the Cyclops.
It's the Bible impartial Braille.
No, he's-
One-eyed Bible.
You realize the Bible in Braille is like 12 massive volumes?
It's a murder weapon.
Yeah.
It's
The
several.
benefit actually was chiseled into
Several
stone. Yeah,
murder
like-
weapons. It's like, man, which one will I use today? Yeah, I got Leviticus right here.
Okay, so and he, like an idiot, throws a party. Which whenever you got like 5 zombies.
No, but he didn't
chained
know
down,
they were zombies
He-
because they were
He would
trying
have done it anyway.
With the full knowledge of there were corpses in the basement, because
He
that's
thinks-
slavery to use
He thinks
to
his
take over
nephew
the
is
house.
just a pedophile, or not pedophile.
Necrophiliac.
Thank you.
But
No.
they
No,
kept
that
saying
was
pedophile.
another guy whose friends just happened to be pedophiles, you know.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
it the guys at the graveyard said? Oh, he's one of the necrophiliacs.
Macrophilia.
And at the end, he
One of those
was.
guys likes to root corpses.
God, their accents, some of they speak are
Alright.
so atrocious.
And the lead,
Fuck
the
you.
lead sort of greaser guy, that was Jed Brophy.
The greasers sounded like Quentin Tarantino's Australian accent.
Oh God, that was so
Yeah.
shite.
Jed Brophy was in a bunch of films, including Heavenly Creatures and at least 2 of The Lord of the Rings and all 3 of The Hobbit. He played the dwarf with the triangle head, who never said anything.
Maybe that's why, because of his
Now
accent.
we know why.
Well, we know his name.
I'm Struth, mate. I'm from the Iron Hills.
Oh, a New Zealander came to our shop. Like this was maybe about a month and a half ago, and was asking about like maps. And he asked my supervisor. And then for some reason, my supervisor got to talking, and he discovered that my supervisor smokes, because he does. And he's like, "You're not normal, mate. see, I'm normal, but you're not normal because all that nicotine goes in your brain. And literally and someone has to just mention the Pacific. And I have to turn to the super and go, you're not normal.
Turn your supervisor into a sheep.
No.
Smokers
I
or
like my
jokers?
supervisor. No, like, because, and then when I said that, he has to go, now we're werewolves, not swearwolves. And this is why I love my job.
That
So
is
they,
that is a plug right there.
What we do in the fucking shadows. We already
Yeah.
did a positive review of that.
Yeah, we did. But he saw it, and then now, when
Yeah,
anyone
see that.
says anything about New Zealand, I have to
It's
go,
like
you're
the
not
Mrs. Spiral
normal.
type of
Yeah, but we're
vampire
werewolves,
movies.
not swearwolves.
We do.
And that's my job.
You see, becoming a vampire makes you incredibly physically
What is
attractive.
it again?
So go see it if you haven't.
One of my co-workers on Friday
I gotta
went through and named us all different breeds of cunt.
I've seen a wee bit of it.
There's different breeds of cunt?
Yes, I was the whiny cunt.
Oh.
Somebody else was a stubborn
With him
cunt.
to the club.
That's what we do at my job.
Oh.
Oh yes.
We call each other cunts a lot.
Well, occasionally we all have to stand around and whinge about DLC because that's what I do, but yeah.
So there's a party with zombies.
Right, and
That sounds like the most rest of the internet.
That's something we
Now,
used to do.
um,
With DLC.
They need context for that.
Braindead has
That's okay.
Braindead has some of the finest example of pre-CGI mixing of practical with human actors, just doing jump cuts that are sometimes, usually you can tell pretty easily where the jump is because, you know, they're brilliant, but you can't really disguise it. A couple of times it's really hard to tell.
Yeah, the play part was amazing. The baby
The
play part was
was
amazing.
Well, I'm talking about the bits where you have someone's face, like the woman put her hands up like that, and then she's replaced by a mannequin, and the fist comes through the face. You know, stuff like that, where it's unless you go frame by frame, it's really hard to see where the join is. The only film that I think beats Braindead in this sort of directing, sort of editing thing is The Taint, and The Taint only managed it by literally using computers to CGI mix the two together at times.
If you haven't seen The Tank, go see it or watch our review.
That just sounds so sexual, man.
The Taint.
It is. There's
It's
like,
all about dicks.
It is. It's
You
like
got
so many.
it's a zombie movie.
Conges.
Where the zombies, just men get turned into these sort of zombies which have massive ejaculating cocks and they have to crush people's heads
These
in.
sound like every guy.
It's fucking awesome.
That's a terrible
It is a
vagina.
fucking belter soundtrack.
And it stars a friend of mine from high school who still looks exactly like she looked in high school, which is really amazing to me.
Watch The Taint.
No, she's not aged a day. We're still friends on Facebook.
Wow! Does she have like the Fountain of Youth?
Huh?
Has she found the Fountain of
I
Youth?
guess she does really good genetics. Well, she's
Or
too
is she
good.
a zombie too?
Well, wait, now they were two grades behind
She's
me.
an
so-
erecto zombie.
She's not an erecto zombie. I think she's doing opera right now or something like that.
You can be an erecto zombie doing opera.
Well, I'm just saying.
No, you have to gag on the clock.
The new
So, Braindead.
the new film by the guys who The Taint's out, Science Team. I finally have a hard copy of it.
They sent it to us. But yeah, so, what else in life?
So the mother that was patient zero at the end, for no explained reason, turns into a giant tit monster.
With a horse skull.
It's a little bit Freudian.
And then she opens up her
I
belly
thought
and
it was
absorbs
meant
it
to
back
be
inside.
like the rat monster.
It did
Like
look
a
a bit
giant
like it, yeah.
version of the rat monster. That's what I thought it was supposed to be.
I think that Neil, aka Neil, has got it.
I like my pseudonym.
They'll
Neil,
never
don't
get
call
to
me
a
Neil,
zero.
Neil.
But the last
Neil.
Well, can I ask, were you known as Neil before Neil?
There's a hilarious point where I was in church once and someone was saying Neil to me and I didn't know if they were asking my name or asking me to kneel down. They were asking me to kneel down, but I didn't get it and went, what? 3 times.
Neil! What?
What?
Neil!
And they're like, Neil, oh.
And so Biker came to wait, you're not normal,
Yeah.
mate, and ran away.
the last half hour of this film includes 20 minutes of the goriest shit you ever seen. And no, it's not even horrifying gore. It's just funny gore.
It is hilarious gore.
It's a beautiful
There's
example of splat stick.
An anthropomorphic pile of guts, like guts around.
There's a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel that Timothy Balmy, who played Lionel,
Death
was
by light bulb.
this guy Timothy Balmy. He was robbed. He was ripped off because he didn't get a sequel where his character was sent back in time and got to use his lawnmower to fight skeletons in line with King Arthur.
Or the Daleks.
Peter Jackson's Army of Darkness. It would be so good.
And
Would that
people-
be called Mummy of Darkness or something?
Could be.
His mother goes back in time.
I'll get him.
He has to battle. Oh, he has to battle instead of skeletons. He battles mummies, and he's like not sure which one's his mum.
Oh, that's terrible.
Why was
She was terrible.
Yeah, but puns like that.
She's like Dame Edna meets Mrs. Slocum.
Yeah, with the glasses.
Why was the
Lila, where's my pussy? Oh, there it is.
Why was the young Egyptian boy
If
confused?
you're too young to get that, Google "Are you being served, Mrs. Slocum, my pussy." Don't have safe search on. They're really funny. She basically talks about her cat constantly, but it's funny because
My pussy's looking very haggard for right now.
yes,
It's like seeing it.
if I'm not home by 6, my pussy throws a fit. Just stuff like that. It's just Google it. I'm sure there's a supercut somewhere.
Why was the young Egyptian boy confused?
Why?
Because his daddy was a mummy.
So brain dead. No, it was good. The practical effects were good, and there was lots of
Oh, better than good.
blood about.
Yeah.
They had a very lovely house that they destroyed. I want a house like that.
Very few special effects fuck ups. You know, I
I-
watched Evil Dead 2 and this practically back to back, and while Evil Dead 2 was amazing, it doesn't hold up as well as Braindead does.
Well, I mean, Braindead camera quality was not very good.
Well, that could just be this print.
Possible.
Yeah, I've never
You
seen
Maybe
it.
that's why I was like, oh, it's so 80s with its.
Yeah, this could be a VHS rip.
It's probably the same thing.
I like practical effects a lot more than I like CGI.
I think they have their play. They both have their
A lot of
places.
stuff.
But practical effects aren't practical, they cost so much money.
I miss when people
Not as
blow
much-
stuff up. You know when people used to just blow objects up?
So
Yeah.
Mad Max.
Yeah.
Like the original
watched
series.
Like
Target
you, like you
last
knock the
night,
soda off a table
and
and
they
it falls
blew
down and
everything up.
explodes.
Star Trek, the original series.
Aye.
Or Patty is stalking the end of each episode.
With a scale model, and we're just gonna fill it full of explosives and detonate it on screen.
Yeah.
I've been paid to watch people blow stuff up, and that's like that's the premise.
Pretty sure there's a YouTube channel for that.
Just blow stuff up. I'll look it up.
Probably called the Blow Up Stuff, guys.
No,
That
there's
sounds
probably a whole
horribly
bunch of
sexual,
movies.
man.
There's probably a whole bunch of videos by the guy that super heats or super chills a nickel ball and then like drops it into various things to see what happens. And
The Blendtech Blender guy has all of my YouTube time.
oh yeah, he's good too.
In Zombie Christ, Jesus, as a Halloween skeleton, gives a priest a blowjob, and then he decides that it's silly to call it a blowjob because the penis is sucked and not blown, so instead he blows into it until it explodes, and then curses the priest with immortality and forces him to go around and find rapist priest and blow into their penises until they blow up.
Why is that relevant?
That's nothing to do with Braindead, by the
That
way.
is very relevant.
Zombie Christ!
So
That's-
we enjoyed it. We had
That sounds like a
Chinese
synopsis
takeaway.
created by some automatic internet generator.
It does. It does.
That's not even the plot of the film, that's just like one 5-minute scene. That's just a tangent and Jesus is going off and doing other things.
Yeah, and the priest in this did not rape little boys. It had.
No, he kicks ass for the Lord. Doesn't lick ass for the
You
Lord.
just got fingered.
But then, as a zombie, it had consensual sex with another adult. So.
I'm pretty sure the guy who played the priest was in The Frighteners as well. I think he played like the boss of the museum or something.
Realism social worker. Can sex between two zombies actually be consensual?
Yeah.
And they sent
Can
Maybe
it? Maybe they
they're
don't have
adult
brains.
zombies.
Is it not similar to the Alzheimer's situation because they're not in the full mental capacity?
Who cares? There's
No,
only
because
you don't have human rights.
zombie rights
No,
advocates.
look at this person. These people don't have human rights.
No, I watched a made-for-TV movie back in the day based on an actual court case in the States where two adults who had special needs had been, in like a group home, and they had a relationship, and I think the parents of the girl wanted to stop it, but the parents of the boy were like, no, it's fine. They're like in their 20s, and they wanted to get married, but the girl's parents took the group home to court to stop it from happening, and it was a whole. I can't.
Are they not taking counted as children as well or something?
No, vulnerable adults, they're
Yeah.
classified as, which is a very similar classification legally.
I just noticed the nurse in Braindead looks a lot like Kai Wynn from Deep Space Nine.
You're just on a DS9 thing today.
This is the first time you mentioned.
You see, I'm not in the DS9 thing.
Although I
No,
would
it's
have been home
not.
for
She
the
mentioned
hours.
Jeffrey Combs and William earlier.
Different
Oh,
Combs is
okay.
Austin, that's why.
To be fair, that came from a tangent from Frighteners, which is
And
also
to be
Peter
fair, you're
Jackson movie
never
everyone
not
should
talking
watch.
about Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah.
You're always talking about Jeffrey Combs.
If you're not talking about Jeffrey Combs, your life is being wasted
Yeah,
at that
Jeffrey
moment.
Jeffrey Combs
I
is a
need to go
fantastic
home
actor.
soon.
Jeffrey Combs! And I need to go to bed. So Magic Steve, we enjoyed it. A whole room
Fucking
full of
loved
people
it.
watched it. We got takeaway. Sure, it was grand.
Yeah, if
Don't eat while watching this movie.
It
No,
was
dude.
bloody shit.
It was bloody shit though, actually.
It was.
But if you're from Australia, New Zealand, UK, Ireland, whatever, get Braindead. If you're from America, get Dead Alive, I suppose. But then smack your head off walls until you buy import Braindead.
Yeah.
They still don't have the
Missing.
full version.
No.
No, they don't. America doesn't. They're all like, have you actually seen the Braindead cut? It's not called the Braindead cut over here. It's just called the fucking film Braindead.
That's really funny because like the UK cuts all the most inane shit out of American films.
That's
Which-
true.
Or they just, ban Monty Python films.
I don't know.
In
Yeah.
fact, I think they're still not
There's a
like they
place in
broadcast.
Wales that was that banned it until a couple of years ago, and they only unbanned it with Life of Brian. Whenever the one who played Judith in Life of Brian became mayor of the town, and by official order
That's
unbanned
great.
it.
She like spent her whole life working up to this just to get her way. So in conclusion, we watched it, and then you probably should too.
If you like Braindead, watch Braindead.
Yeah.
If you like Braindead, watch Braindead.
Yeah.
If you don't like Braindead,
Recommendation.
you'll have still seen Braindead because you know you don't like Braindead. So good on you for watching Braindead.
I
Watch
had-
Braindead.
There was one bit in the whole film that bothered me, and that was the pulling teeth.
That was
Yeah, I have to
awesome.
look away. I'm gonna have
cavity there.
nightmares.
Excuse me,
about
the nail in the
falling out.
bloody eye.
There's a plaque problem there, mate.
I'm quite
You know,
comfortable with
no.
my eyeball.
Because someone in this building had just been to the dentist the other day.
Who?
Carl?
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
He's not even over there. What
I-
are we looking?
I don't know. I turned around in case he was there.
well, Teddy had seen Braindead, so he knew what
He
was
already
going
knew
on.
what was good.
He was all like, whenever I mentioned we had to watch Braindead for Backseat critique, he's like, oh, for once I want to see the film you're watching.
He
I
doesn't
love
talk like that.
Braindead.
Nobody talks like that.
Braindead, I'm Teddy the Minion.
So that's been us, and that's what we have to say about life. So I hope that this fulfilled all your wildest $25 dreams.
Woo!
Thank you, Steve, for giving me the excuse to show this film to my wife.
Is Magic Steve related to Magic Mike?
Are you, Steve? Steve, I
internet wants
expect to
to
see a
know.
video of you stripping just to make sure.
But he lives in like Minnesota.
Stripper
talent isn't genetic.
He lives in Michigan. It's cold there.
He lives in, yeah, but he's also a semi-retired
No, it has to be
professional
taught
wrestler.
as like
That's
a kung
true.
fu
He is.
sequence.
Like Kevin
Like a
Nash,
montage.
who's
Like
in
a
Magic
karate.
Mike.
6 degrees of
Magic
stripping off.
Steve, are you Kevin
You can see
Nash?
the shit, the
Magic
short
Steve
rip.
is
First
special
was-
because I
and then
came up and we can misconstrue it that it was just for you.
But they push it to the limit.
And
playing
that's what we
during
had to say
the
about life.
fucking
Bye.
montage.
Bye.
Bye, and look out for Zhazha's Saturna review in a few days.
Boo.
Should probably be up by then.
I mean, Ty.